In a small village nestled between the mountains lived a monk named Kaido, known for his quiet demeanor and serene presence. Kaido was often sought out for advice. One day, a troubled villager approached him, burdened by the chaos of life. "Master Kaido," sighed the villager, "I feel overwhelmed by the constant noise and demands of the world. How can I find peace?" Kaido nodded knowingly and beckoned the villager to join him on the way to an isolated spot overlooking the valley. As they reached a peaceful clearing, Kaido pointed towards a large rock. "Sit here, my friend," he said, "and let me share with you the wisdom of the mountains." A sunlit Kaido began to speak about the power of being alone. He explained that in the solitude of the mountains one can find a deep connection with oneself and the world. Like the stillness of a pond, the mind, when undisturbed, can reflect the true nature of reality. "Being alone is not isolation," said Kaido, "but finding solitude within it. In that silence, you discover your inner strength and wisdom." The villager listened intently, eager to understand how he could apply this wisdom to his own life. Kaido then shared a simple meditation technique. Find a quiet space every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Sit comfortably and focus on your breath. Let thoughts come and go like fleeting clouds. In that silence, you will discover the power of being alone, a source of strength that can guide you through the storms of life. The villager began to practice meditation daily, gradually experiencing a change in perspective. In quieter moments he found clarity, and in solitude he discovered resilience. The chaos of the world no longer held the same grip on his mind. As time passed, the villager returned to the mountains expressing gratitude to Kaido for the transformational teachings. "Master Kaido," he said, "I now realize that the power of being alone is not a withdrawal from the world, but a return to the essence of who we truly are." Kaido was smiling, his eyes reflecting the calm depth of the mountains. "Remember, my friend," he said, "mountains survive because they stand alone, but their influence touches the whole landscape. In your loneliness, you too can be a source of strength and inspiration for others." And so the villager embraced the power of being alone, sharing the wisdom he gained with those who sought refuge from the noise, echoing the lessons of the mountains in the valleys of everyday life. In the conclusion of this story about the power of solitude, we see how the villager, guided by the wise words of Kaido, found inner strength and peace. Through regular meditation and seeking silence, he was able to change his view of the world and face the challenges of life. He realized that being alone is not an escape from reality, but a return to the essence of one's being. Through this story, we learn that the power of being alone is more than isolation, it's a path to finding inner balance and strength. Kaido's oral tradition and practical advice became the keys to transformation for the villager, showing us that silence has the power to empower the mind and soul. Furthermore, Kaido conveyed the importance of sharing acquired wisdom with others. The villager becomes the bearer of this power, sharing it with those who seek peace from the noise of everyday life. Through this exchange, we see how an individual can become a source of inspiration and support for others, like mountains that stand alone, but whose influence touches the entire landscape. This story of the power of solitude reminds us that, even in the hustle and bustle of life, finding time for introspection and peace can bring profound transformation. She encourages us to embrace solitude as a path to serenity, true strength and inspiration that we can share with others in the valleys of everyday life. Subscribe to continue reading inspiring stories and enjoy tips to improve your spiritual and emotional well-being. Be one step closer to peace and strength in your everyday life. Thank you for your support.